So today we're going to do a dessert video, and the dessert that I'm going to prepare for you all is a fall themed dessert. It is spiced chai cheesecake with salted caramel drizzle. We're going to start by making the crust. In this bowl here, I've got graham crackers and ginger snaps. The crust for the cheesecake is going to be a ginger snap crust. So I processed 15 ginger snap cookies and 9 graham crackers. I'm going to take 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, add it to the bowl there. And then I've got a tablespoon of ground cinnamon and 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. And what I'm gonna do, take my spatula, I'm gonna mix all this together, and I've got a greased springform pan here, it's 8 inches. Once I get all this incorporated, I'm gonna spread it out into our springform pan. I've got the oven back there preheating at 350 degrees, and we're just gonna bake this for 5 minutes once we get it pressed in. Into the oven we go. So the crust is baked. I've got it back there cooling off. Now I'm gonna work on our filling, our cheesecake filling. In a bowl here, I have 3 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese at room temperature. I'm gonna add to that a cup of sugar and then 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And I'm gonna combine this really quick. And once that happens, we'll move on to our next ingredients. Gotten all that incorporated. Our next ingredient is going to be a 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt plain. Got that in with a spatula, get every last bit. Then I have 3 room temperature eggs. I'm going to add them in one at a time and mix it a bit and before I go to the next egg. The last 3 ingredients, I put in here 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and then some of our chai spice, which was comprised of ginger, cardamom, allspice. Don't worry, I'm gonna break it down for you in the description of the video what all constitutes that chai spice, and then an 1/8 of a teaspoon sea salt. So that's all in here. I'm gonna finish mixing this up, and then once that's done, I'm gonna bring our springform pan back with our crust, and we'll put the filling in and get it in the oven. And we are oven ready. I'm going to put this in our oven. It's preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes. So I'm about to show you all how to make the salted caramel topping. This here is a cup of sugar I've got in a saucepan on medium heat. I'm gonna stir it around constantly with a spatula so it doesn't burn. And what I'm gonna do is get it all melted down. And once I do that, I'm gonna add in 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter and combine all that together. And it's gonna start taking on that caramel look, color and everything, consistency. And then once all that's melted in and down, I'm gonna add in a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And that should cause it to bubble up and we'll have a finished product. But yes, as the process goes along, I will show you. All right, sugar's almost completely melted down. We have a few remaining clumps, as you can see. Next step will be the 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I have at room temperature. I'm gonna add to this. It's gonna bubble up a little bit, but that's normal. And once it does that, once we have all the butter dissolved in there, that's when we'll add that whipping cream at the last end of it. Okay. Get this butter to dissolve, and then we'll add in our 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. Looks so good, and it smells so good. Okay, add our whipping cream in. Right, take it off the heat, and I'm gonna add our teaspoon of sea salt, and we should have our sea salt caramel ready. There is our finished product. I'm gonna allow it to cool down to room temperature, and I'm about to pull the cheesecake out. Post oven, here's the cheesecake. I know earlier I had said something about 40-45 minutes baking it. It's more like an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. You wanna be able to take a butter knife and put it in the middle and it come out clean. So definitely don't want your cheesecake undercooked. So just a heads up. But yeah, it looks beautiful. I'm gonna let it set up on the counter here for 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge for an hour to set up and cool off. And then once we get to that point, I'm gonna pull it back out and we'll get our sea salt caramel, drizzle it on top, and get it ready for presentation. 1 hour has passed. I went ahead, took it out, and put our sea salt caramel drizzle on top of it. It's beautiful. And I went ahead and cut myself a slice. Look how pretty that is. And I'm about to take a bite and try it. Holy crap. This is really, really good, y'all. But yeah, make it in your own kitchen and I'd love to see your pictures. So happy fall, y'all.